next devlog, I'll be fixing lots of the bugs, adding a bunch of new features, and even adding something that's legendary. Since the last video, I've made a ton of progress on my game, including the addition of legendary perks, which are perks that completely change the player's playstyle as they are extremely impactful. At the current moment, there are 14 legendary perks in the game, each with unique functionality. In this video, I'll go over my process for making these perks, how I created an interactive tutorial/main menu, and how I implemented a bunch of new features. When designing the legendary perks, I wanted them to be both fun and powerful. I wanted all perks to have a sense of impact when you receive them, but I want to make these legendary perks seem especially powerful. I wanted the players to look forward to getting a legendary perk, as it can completely change their game plan. Most of the perks completely change the player's attacks. Of course, I took lots of inspiration from different games. For example, I got a mech idea from one of my favorite games, Brawl Stars. Also, I got the idea for the detective's special ability from the party characters in Garden Warfare 2. With all of this in mind, I present to you the first 14 legendary perks in my game. Now I also made some interactive UI. So when you start the game and press the play button, you can play the tutorial. The tutorial is quite simple and can be completed relatively quickly. After that, there's a prompt asking you for your username, which updates your username on the Nakama servers. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm making the game multiplayer in the future. Anyways, there are also now daily quest and customization options. Right now there aren't any skins or trails, but I'm planning on adding some in a later update. Anyways, I also added an achievement section and a fun stats section. Okay, now before I show you some gameplay, I want to show you some of the new features and additions in the game. Now I added a bunch of new maps, some of which are better than others. I also added a bunch of new obstacles, including a cactus that knocks the player back and deals damage, a bumper which just knocks the player back, a devastating black hole that sucks everything around it in, sheep that walk around that block bullets, buildings with roofs that hide objects inside, a vase that adds to the atmosphere, walls you can dash through, and finally cars that you can get hit by. Finally, I'm adding keyboard and mouse support because the initial game didn't support it. I also added an aim assist for players that struggle with aiming, which is a temporary setting at the current moment. I'm planning on adding a lot of exciting stuff including new perks, new modes, and a lot more sound effects.